Hey, what's up guys? I'm Bumpa, and today I'm going to be talking about how to play RAZE on T-side split. I see a lot of RAZes who don't take full effect of their utility. Playing against a Cypher who is on B when you're RAZE on split is very, very easy, especially in ranked where people aren't super coordinated and enough to deal with stuff like this. So if you see a Cypher in your game and you're playing RAZE on split, you should instantly think that B site is going to be free after watching this video. So let's talk about it. My favorite Roomba lineup for B, you come to the corner of the barrier and you put your crosshair in the top right of like this smudge and you just click. So let me end the game phase. So you're in the right corner, just click right there. What this boombot will do is it will come up, bounce off this wall, bounce off that wall. It'll clear the close left angle, and it'll go towards default. So if anybody's playing in default, like say right around here, the boombot will attack and aggress it, and it will sprint at them, and you'll know if they're default or not. They could always back up and let it fizzle out and play back here. The boombot won't get it. But if the boombot isn't attacking anybody in default, then there's a probability that they're probably playing like somewhere towards drain, or they're playing like under heaven, or like they're holding B main from here. Right? So what I always do is I throw that boombot at the start of the round, and then I wait till the boombot gets to like the entrance here before I peek B main. That way no opper can get like a cheeky shot on me if they're just posted behind the boombot. After the boombot clears and I know close left is clear. Also, if the person is playing on top of this box and they don't break the boombot before it comes this way, the boombot will make like a weird aggressive, like it'll like glitch a little bit, like it will go aggressive and then just continue. That means that there's a guy playing on top of the box, so you can hard swing him. Or another tip is like if you see somebody and he's like ready to break it from heaven and he's breaking it from heaven like really fucking early, he's probably breaking it for a teammate up there so that the bot doesn't aggress him. So it's probably worth to hard clear top left and hard clear close left when you come out B main if it looks like they're playing like really aggressive against that boombot. What a lot of good Cyphers will do is that they'll peek aggressive like right here and kill the boombot when it gets to like right there, and then they'll just back up so the boombot doesn't get any info. What I like to do against that is, and especially if once you start bullying these Cyphers on B after a couple of rounds and you're getting rid of their trips and you're breaking their utility, these Cyphers are going to try and like kill you early so that you can't counter everything that they throw. So what I do is I'll just throw a pre-nade at the start of the round so they can't peek. And they'll come up and I'll do that same boombot, that lineup that I talked about where you throw it to the right of the smudge, but I'll do it from closer. And what this will do, it will do the same exact path, except now it will go around and it will clear back pillar as well. So if you're confident in peeking B main early without the without getting opt, like say you jump across or something, then you could throw, this boombot is even better. This will clear even more of sight. If you do it from closer, it will go further. But in general, I throw the one that I showed you guys early. Once you're in B main, what a lot of Cyphers like to do is they'll play their camera either up here, or good Cyphers will play their camera up here. This camera right here is a lot harder to break, and it's a lot harder to break because you have to expose a lot more of your body. So they'll combo something like this camera with a one-way on top of B main, like they'll play the camera in a one-way. So what I like to do is if I use my boombot early and I clear close left and it goes to default and I hear a camera up there, like he's getting in and out of this camera up there, what I'll do is I'll throw my grenade at default and then I'll peek out and kill the camera, and then I'll just pull my knife out and sprint back. The reason why I throw the nade, and the nade on this map is pretty much just a zoning technique for me. So like I just use the nade to zone Cyphers so they can't swing default into me while I'm coming out of the tunnel. Because once I'm out of this tunnel, I take so much space for myself, and it's really hard for Cyphers to track where I'm going. So my normal routine at B looks like this. So pretend the barrier's here. First I throw my boombot. I wait for the boombot to go up and clear. After the boombot hits the wall, I come up. I like jiggle a little bit. Maybe I'll hit like a little jiggle peek just to see if I can spot. Sometimes a jet off will be playing on top of these boxes. You gotta watch out for that. And then afterwards, if they've been playing this camera up here, I'll just peek out like this and I'll break the camera like that. I'll like spam a little bit just to see spray the walls just in case they throw a trip on the wall. Because like if I'm throwing this low boombot every round, right? Then it will get any trips that they attach to this trash can right here, or any low trips, but it won't get any like standard trips. So sometimes ciphers will throw like standard trips just because of the boombot. I'll just spam that off. Spam this a little bit. Sometimes ciphers like to put trips there, but if you're gonna nade default anyway, then you don't really need to spam that because the grenades will break any trips that are on there. And then once I come up and I break his camera, if I still have my nade if I still have my nade after I break his camera, I'll come up, I'll break the camera, and then I'll nade default, and I'll peek like this. I'll see if he's playing right here. I'll peek out and I'll try and kill a guy heaven, because a lot of the time, what a lot of ciphers do is they'll play default and they'll try and play off their one way, and they'll just sit here, and then the nade comes in, right? And the cipher backs up, and they're just sitting here holding this. And a lot of the times, the way that their teammate's playing in heaven is sometimes they'll have like a teammate sitting on rafter right here holding this angle. Sometimes they'll have a teammate on rafter right here holding this angle. Or shit, sometimes people will play on top of this box and hold heaven. And if I swing out a B main after that nade while the cipher is cut off and not peeking, then I have a free kill on somebody heaven. Heaven's super exposed from B main. If I can keep this cipher from peeking me, well, you just gotta watch out for ciphers playing at this angle right here, because if they get naded, a good cipher, that's like their fall off angle right there, or like they'll play on rafter or something. And then after that, if they're still not peeking me and I've broken all his trips, then I'll try and just walk out, and I don't see anything heaven, I'll walk out, and a lot of times they're probably like two guys playing there, but they're like fighting mid still, so this cipher will be sitting on site right here. I'll just wrap around pillar, get a free kill on cipher, and I'll run to CT. But that's pretty much how I work B. That pretty much went over all the methods on how I work B. I feel very confident in my RAZE when I'm playing against a cipher on B. If I'm playing RAZE on split and they have a cipher and their cipher's playing B, I just consider B site open. Like I fight it pretty much every round and try and work a pick on the cipher. But I'll show you guys a clip really quick of me doing it in action, how I use my util to break cameras and stuff. And then we'll talk about mid real quick.
Okay. I dropped the spike. Satchel out.
Dude, what the fuck?
Down 210, bro. I was gonna tell you something, bro. You're gonna tell me anything. Hey.
Somebody out.
I'm watching mid.
Watch close angles this time. He's default. Let me cam this.
He flash heaven.
Satchel out. Get out of it. Satchel out.
Push B.
He's in his cage. He's in the cage. Alright, so mid is pretty simple. You get your ominous smoke ropes, you come up. What I like to do when I'm RAZE, I come into this corner, and I don't know an exact lineup, but I just throw something off this wall right here, and it will go up, and it will hit here, and it will clear up mail, like this, and it will go up B heaven. This is a very good boombot, and then if the boombot goes and it clears to the right, then I can throw a nade to the left like this, and then anybody playing on that left side is going to get naded and cleared. Make sure you watch out for anybody playing close and mail right here, but you can do the same sort of concept. Like RAZE's utility is very good at pushing back lanes and zoning players. So, boombot right here, come up after the boombot clears up there, clear close right, you can nade left, or if like the Roomba gets broken, then you can nade to the right. And like we talked about at default, the nade is great for zoning, because if I nade default on B, the cipher can't swing. So if they break the boombot up there, and I've cleared the close angle, I'll nade right, and I'll come up and I'll swing left. And now left is on an island right here alone, because his teammate can't help him. As for A, my zoning techniques in the Roomba that I throw at A, in general, I just throw something like this off the rip. Just throw it like that. That clears out anything close. After we swing ramp, we go up here. And then as we're running into sight, same concept, zoning. I'll throw my nade at elbow so that we can't get swung from elbow. And we'll come in and we'll clear sight like this. But this buys us a lot of time, meaning that like whoever's playing here, probably an Omen, can't like swing left side sight and get us while we're like looking at heaven and whatnot and get a free pick. So the nade just keeps them from peeking into it. And anybody that runs out CT and tries to go elbow will get hit by that nade. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you learned a little bit on how to play RAZE aggressively on T-side split. Hopefully this helps you in your ranked games, boys. Have a good rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.